Follow the RMAC on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Just click on the links from the conference website at rmacsports.org. Now, back to the RMAC Radio Show.
Welcome back to the RMAC Radio Show. Eric Danner with you. We had some championships this past week to go along with our basketball championships happening this week. The indoor track and field championships were held in Shadron, Nebraska, and to no one's surprise, Adams State comes away with their 11th consecutive RMAC Women's Team Championship, 186 team points. Indira Spence, another great meet. She is the Women's Athlete of the Meet, the Track Athlete of the Year. The Field Athlete of the Year goes to Barbara Zabo of Western State. She was the indoor national champion last year. The Coach of the Year goes to Brady Bonsall of Nebraska Kearney as the Lopers finished second. Western State was third. Highlands, Shadron, UCCS 4-5-6. On the men's side, Adams State rebounding. If you remember last year, they lost in the very final event at Nebraska Kearney. They avenged that loss this year. 169 team points to 162.5 for Nebraska Kearney. The men's athlete of the meet was Marty Molina of Nebraska Kearney. The indoor men's track athlete of the year goes to Andrew Graham of Adams State. And Oliver Harsanyi is the men's field athlete of the year, also from Western State. He and Barbara Zabo came over together, so that's good for them. Wrestling championships were held in Hays, Kansas, and we had a wing dinger in Hays. And once again, it was Nebraska Kearney capturing their 10th team championship in the last 13 years. T.J. Hepburn named Wrestler of the Year for the second year in a row, and Marc Bauer of Nebraska Kearney was our Coach of the Year. I had a chance to catch up with TJ and Coach Bauer after the meet, and here's some of what they said.
Winning this team title feels better because our team went out there and they battled 100% today. We had a couple upsets yesterday, but today they made up for it, so couldn't be any happier to be with a better team.
We've got 4 seniors on this team other than TJ and Dalton. We have Ross Brown-Card, who finished third. He was an All-American last year. And then Joey Wilson, returning All-American, finished third again today. It's just you need leadership. It's not just about the coaching staff. It's about the leaders in your team. And for this group of young men, yes, it's the seniors because they've been here 2-3 years and they've seen where this program was when they came in, and they've continued that tradition. They've continued the high level of expectations for everybody on this team. And the great thing, when I sit back and look at today, we're taking 2 freshmen and a sophomore to the national tournament as well. That's exciting for us because now that raises the bar for the next generation, and so you want to try to continue that. But we're going to miss this group of young men. There's no doubt about it. If you sit down and look at their win-loss record and the championships and what they've done for this program, it's been amazing. And we will miss that. It will be hard to replace, but at the same token, we're not finished yet. We still have another tournament left. It's been phenomenal being in the RMAC. There's no doubt about it. It's a group of schools that have a rich tradition with wrestling. And year in and year out, we know we're going to be pushed. We're going to be challenged every time we step on the mat. It's just like Western State this year, a slew of young freshmen on their team, just extremely talented. I looked at the Freshman of the Year ballot, and there's just freshmen all up and down that thing that were out there placing today, heading to the national tournament. And so, that's our expectation every year being a part of the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference is that quality of competition. We're going to miss that. There's no doubt about it. We're, not only are we moving to a new conference, but we'll be moving to a new region. I don't know what to expect. I really don't, because there's going to be so much shuffling going on with schools, and the proposed, shuffle has really got me sitting back thinking, geez, what's it going to be like next year? So kind of a bittersweet for us. It was obviously a sweet, winning a title as a team going out, but at the same token, it's a little bitter because we're going to miss this. We're going to miss the rivalries, the camaraderie, going to the national tournament. These coaches, I've got great friends that are coaches on these teams, and I'm going to miss them.
So Nebraska Kearney, the winner. Grand Canyon, number 2. R.C. LaHaye doing a great job in Phoenix. Adams State was number 3. They had a couple of individual champions for the Grizzlies. Fort Hays State, the host, number 4. Some news coming out of that as well. Kearney and Hays will both be leaving the RMAC in the sport of wrestling Next year, they're going to go to Super Region 2. Coming into Super Region 4 will be Simon Fraser out of Vancouver, and then Newman University, which is in Wichita, Kansas. And then the next year, Cal Baptist, which is in the Southern California area, will be joining the region. As to what happens to the RMAC wrestling still remains to be seen at this point. Colorado Mesa finished 5th. They had a great championship. Paco Ratanya wins the heavyweight championship as a freshman, had a record of 15-21 going into the finals, wrestled 197 most of the year, and he comes through in a big way for Colorado Mesa with their first RMAC champion since they restarted the sport in 2006. Western State finishes 6th. CSU Pueblo, number 7. Remember, the Thunderwolves will be hosting the NCAA championships here next week, as it turns out, in Pueblo. So you want to check that out. Well, that does it for this episode of the RMAC Showcase, our RMAC radio show. RMAC Showcase is the TV version. Want to thank everybody for listening, and have a great week.